I am currently an 18-year-old in Bangalore, from Bangalore. Do you think it's better for someone like me to aspire for a future in Bharat or aspire to immigrate for, say, for example, work towards an O1 visa, which is, I think it's called a genius visa, person with outstanding abilities, American visa, right? I may not be a fan of the governmental or bureaucratic establishment, but I do love my motherland. How do you see the Indian landscape into the early 30s of my generation? Look, India is not going to change drastically in the next 20, 30 years, 10, 20 years. You will not see tremendous drastic change and reforms in India next 20 years. Not going to happen. The system is too deeply entrenched, and you will not see big bang reforms and complete overhaul of the system. I am glad that you do love your motherland, and I'm glad to hear that you're somebody who aspires to have something like an O1 visa. The O1 visa is for persons of extraordinary abilities. I think it's also called the genius level visa. If you are good enough to get that, I would suggest you go and get the O1 visa. Go to the US. You don't have to stop loving Bharat, your motherland. You can continue loving your motherland. What you can do the next 20 years is go work in the US, acquire all the experience you can, acquire all the talent, or also not talent, all the experience and all the skills you can, and more importantly, all the money you can. Become as wealthy as you can, and then reassess where you are and where Bharat is in 20 years' time. Let's say by the time you're in your late 30s, you are a billionaire, let's say. Then you may think of coming back to Bharat and serving your motherland. Because right now, you're an 18-year-old kid, you don't have any real money of your own. Obviously, no 18-year-old has any real money. And if you stay back in Bharat with your genius level talent, I think the system will not give a damn about your talent. Do you remember Srinivas Ramanujan? He was a genius. He was nearly destroyed by the system. He is known today because an Englishman discovered him. If it was in the hands of the Indian bureaucrats, he would have been destroyed and nobody would have remembered him. So, my point is the system will not care about you. The Indian system is such that it seeks out and destroys talent, and it seeks out and rewards mediocrity. If you are a person of extraordinary abilities, get the hell out of India. Next 20 years at least, become a billionaire, and then if India is ready for you, you may come back at that point to Bharat and serve your motherland. So, yeah, um, that's what I would say. I'm glad you love your motherland, as we all do, but that's the best course of action for you, in my opinion.